Hi everyone, welcome to Eco Natural Nails once again. Hello ladies, hello tomboys, hello everyone, hello pajamas. I hope you've had a nice 2 weeks and that you've been trying to somehow take care of your nails, because it has to be something consistent. So welcome today to the channel. Today we were going to look at how to avoid those nails from splitting. So give me 1 second. Exactly. So welcome again once more, and as usual we are going to begin with removing the polish that we done last time, because as I've been sharing, I try to make sure that I don't do polishing every week unless I see that like my nails are not doing so well and they need some care. And like you can notice, last time we did this, my left hand, we did it the same way and the same polish. This is what we did 2 weeks ago, but with the right hand I'd put the red polish. Remember, we were doing the professional look, and because of the chipping nails, these two chipping nails that have been quite problematic, I had to remove the polish, so it didn't go the 2 weeks, so I decided to put the same color as my left hand. So we're going to start with removing polish, and as we go along, I think since we are discussing how to avoid our nails splitting, or how to avoid or prevent nails from splitting, I'll talk as we go along. And the first thing is to make sure that whatever, this is my nail polish remover. I've said try to make sure that you get acetone free nail polish remover. It's less harsh on your nails, and like I said, like this one I've discovered it even has oil, so it adds more value for me for my nails, because it's not only just removing not just removing the nail polish, but it's helping my nails to just get the extra oil, and that's good for the nail, or the nails. So we're going to remove the polish, and as I keep saying, you have to make sure that you start from the middle and from the tip of the nail and pull down. Wait a bit, I move to the other side, so let me see that you can see. Wait a bit. So if this is your nail, you put the cotton with the polish remover and work from the tip, where the nail starts, and pull it down to the tip of the nail using pressure, and that removes it evenly. And because the thing is, you're trying to prevent your nails putting pressure on them, that they might break, depending also on what kind of nails that you have. So this is normally a good way to also help them out. And as I've said, the most important thing is to always make sure that you're looking out for ways, how do I make sure that I maintain that nail, that it doesn't break, that it doesn't chip, that it doesn't crack, and so on. So so the first thing is to make sure that you look for a nice nail polish remover that's not too harsh for your nails. So I'm going through all the nails. So just from the base of the nail to the tip. Sometimes you also look and you find some polishes are quite good, like as I've said, this one that I have. Sometimes, depending though on the polish, I can just use dip once or twice, and it removes 5 nails of polish. So it also depends on what kind of quality you get. You can be lucky to get one that's like not so expensive, but gives you good a good service, so to speak. Yeah. So if you notice, I'm trying something new here. I don't know whether I'd mentioned this before. I've been trying to look out for natural products to use. So I'm trying to go away from the usual cotton. Yeah, so the usual cotton that we use for manicure and makeup. Yeah, and so here we go, the old usual. And I got this cotton. They're real cotton, like cloths, which you can reuse and wash in the machine. So I want to give them a try, because that's the way I want to go, eco, and just try to avoid waste when I'm doing my nails. Yeah. So the instructions when I bought them, they said that I just need to be, or they need to be washed after several uses. So there, we are done with one hand. Yeah, it's done a good job. Let me see how it goes with the second hand. Yeah, so splitting nails. Yes, so as I told you, I've had a problem with my right hand for a while now. It's really giving me a lot of problems, and I've been trying to just observe and see what have I not been doing. And like, basically, I think I've been down on the amount of water that I drink, because I think when you don't drink enough water, of course your nails, your skin dries up. Yeah, so I need to style up on that. So I guess that's a tip we can take home, to go back to just or ensure that you are drinking enough water. Some of us are quite good in that. I am really bad with drinking water, and now it's getting warmer, so you're sweating, and so you need to help the body to stay hydrated, because that's one reason why the nails split. Yeah, so that one I know is one of my problems. But then I've been wondering, how come the right hand is doing so well, has always done so well anyway, but of late, as I said, because normally my left hand also really picks up, I actually just trim them down or cut the nails down, because I have I need to work to be able to work well with my right hand. I'm right-handed, so sometimes when my nails grow too long, I'm like, oh, I can't really get to do ABCD, so I trim them down. Yeah, so as I said, look at our nails here. Yeah, so I've managed to remove, and you can see, as I said, the small nail and the ring finger, the nails are not so bad, although the ring finger nail, as I showed you last time, it had cracked at the base. So I've been also trying to deal with that. I filed it down, so that helps also. If you notice that you have a problem with your nail, and you would want to save it or try to get it to grow, that's one thing you do. Maybe just make it a bit shorter than it is, and so there's less pressure being put on it when you're getting around, you're doing your usual work. Yeah, so these two, I had to trim them completely, because as I said, they had split so much, so I cut them so that the split is gone, and so I don't have any ridges anymore, because of that the nails were quite thinned out towards the end, compared to the other length of the nail. And so I want to see how they pick up as we go on, how they grow. So wish me all the best. We are all working in this together. So let's wash the nails. I normally like washing them at this time and put cuticle remover, and also I'm just preparing my water. So we'll put the cuticle remover after this. So as usual, let me show you. I have my small brush, which I've shown you before. Yeah, so I'll just brush through and really just massage them, yeah, with a brush and rinse. Yeah, so I just do a round kind of movement. On them, you know, and not just on the nail, also around the nail, and of course you have to do underneath to just make sure that you remove all the dirt. Yeah, so that's what I'll do for every nail. I take my time because this is the time, especially when I wear a lot of polish. This is the time when I feel my nails have, you know, access to water, and you know, just that they can get clean. So fantastic. Let me get that done. So great. So because for me, as I shared with you, I like getting rid of the polish remover as quick as possible, so I don't wait. I get rid of it, and I can start with taking care of my nails. Okay, so I shared last time also that I'd really worked on the cuticles, and this is not something that you keep doing all the time. In terms of, I really did the, you know, all the way, you know, all the way, you know, I used my clippers, you know, you can see that. Yeah, I used my clippers. I used the nail cutter. I used all manner of tools. I used the scissors. I had so much of hanging nails, so I'm happy I did that. But I always say it's always good to have a professional person do that for you. But if you don't have someone now, I mean, it's better you know, you try and do that by yourself. And the other easy way is what I'm doing now. Just look for a good cuticle remover. Yeah, so I just picked this one from a drugstore, and so I'll just put it on my cuticle. And the cuticle, you'll normally find it coming out of out of where the nail comes out. So just putting around. So splitting nails, if you don't do a routine, then you'll most probably end up with this problem of your nails splitting. They need care, so try to put time, and that's why I say at least once every 2 weeks to give them some thorough care, you know, and then you'll be good to go. But of course, you might find that maybe you need to do that every week. Just get a routine that works for you. So I don't like messing so much with my nails. unless they need the help, you know. So as I've said, since the 3-4 nails on my right hand have really been misbehaving, so I have to do something to them. So we'll use the orange stick today to push the cuticle. Yeah, I find it one of the easiest way to do it. You just push back where the nail starts. You push that skin a bit backwards without hurting yourself, so you have to do this gently. The cuticle remover needs about a second, to start working, so which is good. This one that I have, so I don't have to wait for too long to start pushing and getting the cuticle out. So, and it's not just pushing the cuticle back in terms of your nail fold, the skin where it folds, and getting the cuticle out that's normally embedded in between the nail and the fold. But also sometimes you find that the cuticle has grown all the way onto the nail bed, like the nail here. So you push it all out, and you'll notice it will be whitish in color. So let's go. And I also find when you push the cuticle out, the nails tend to look like they're longer than when you have a bit of the nail skin growing over your nail. So that helps, and I think it helps with their growth. Yeah. So push away. Really feels nice. So I think you can see the cuticle, it's whitish, and I think it feels nice when the nail is red, that it's just covered with all that dead skin. It's actually dead skin, and that's why you don't feel pain when you get it out. I think you can see. Oh, here's a lot. Just wait, I add a little cuticle remover. Those are my two problematic nails. You can see it's on the skin already. I don't know whether you can see a little on the skin already. Let me add a little bit more on these two. Okay. So push back and get rid of the cuticle, the white dead skin on the nail. So if you do this consistently, you won't have a problem with these cuticles when they get out of hand, when they are too much, then you can leave that for the nail shop where you'd go for that, where the technician can do that for you. So as I say all the time, this what I do here is simply share my nail routine. I'm not a professional certified nail technician, yeah, but I've always had also interest in nails. I remember when I was at the university and we had to do an attachment. I went to a school where a beauty school, so, and I learned as much as I could, stuff concerning nails and face, and so I have a bit of that interest there. And I think some of these things come sometimes when you're growing up, that you like something. So I didn't mind as I grew up to do my nails, so, and it stayed. And one thing I always said, make do with what you have, so like for example, if you don't have an orange stick today, let me show you what you do. You just use one of your nails, like the thumb, and just push back the cuticles with the nail, yeah, especially when your hands and nails are wet, they'll get out very, very quickly and very well. So since I have that, let me file, and then I'll rinse a little after we finish, yeah. So trying to see how you can see better. So here we go. So I have always shared also the shape of the nails that I like. I prefer square edges, rounded off at the sides, because as I've said, I have a very wide nail bed, so I try to make sure that the same width that's at the tip is at the bed is the one at the tip roughly, and that keeps my nails stable so they don't end up breaking a lot, yeah. So that also helps in terms of, when you're wondering, how do you shape your nails. Of course, sometimes it's okay when you feel you need to do a different shape, maybe just for the sake of it or for a change. Sometimes I do that once in a while, so it's not that you have to do a certain shape all the time, but there's one that you find that works for you and for your nails. So follow that, So I also said I normally file using a glass file or a crystal glass file, and as you can see, I normally file my nails to and fro because they're too thick and long. Sometimes it would take so long for me, and I find it ineffective when I do one way. Some people say that's the way to do nails, like you file them one way, either that or this way. It doesn't work for me, and I'll take forever, and sometimes I don't even get the right shape. So I've discovered with a glass file, this helps a lot, so I can do to and fro and it doesn't break my nails, yeah. And as I've said, as long as your nails are not dry when you're filing, then they should not chip. So what I shared with you, or what I do when I file, is to check underneath, and I check also against either something to see if the length of the nail that's grown out is the same length on all sides, because that helps. Because if one side is shorter than the other one, it will put pressure on your nail and it's going to most probably break, yeah. So check that when you're filing, that your nails are symmetrical, that you know, the shape is you know, the same all the way. Yeah. So I'm just filing down a little. I don't mind the length for now. It's not getting out of my way for me. So I check again at the bottom to see whether I have the shape that I want. Then I run through the file on top just to make sure that I don't leave any sharp edges, and I do the same also at the base. Yeah, I do also at the base the same thing. So, and even when I'm also pushing back the cuticles, that's one thing. I try to make sure that the shape, you know, is all even, you know. So sometimes you find one side, the nails, the skin of the nail has grown more deeper into the nail, you know. So, you know, just push back to the length that you'd want. See, is one side, you know, having more skin grown over the nail or not, and try to push back. And again, as I said, when your nails are moist, otherwise it's a bit, you know, painful, and you don't want that. Okay. So, contributing to nail splitting is using hash nail files. So I've shared in other videos nail files that I've found hash for me. You know, the usual metal nail files, I don't use them at all to file my nails. I just find them too harsh, you know, just harsh. Yeah, the usual nail file. Yeah. Then I also told you we have the let me see if I can move a little, show you the one. You must be knowing them. So they feel like sandpaper. Yeah. And as when you buy them, you find that they have different you know, like surfaces. Some are smoother, some are harsher, depending on, you know, how fine they've made them. So just when you're buying, try to look for, you know, one that works for you, you know, for your nails, because some people's nails are very thin, others are very, you know, very thick, or, you know, others are brittle, others are soft. So find out what works best for you and stick to that. I think that's also the main thing with doing your nails and, you know, having them grow, is finding a routine that works for you and not what is everyone is doing, you know. So you have to keep trying. It's a trial and error, and then you settle for what works best for you at the end of the day. But I've realized a glass file, you know, for natural nails, it's so smooth. By the way, when I'm going to a salon to do my nails, I carry my glass nail file. So if they don't have, I tell them to use it, you know, because I don't want my nails being handled in a harsh way. Okay. So if your nails are still moist and you're using a glass file, you'll avoid splitting, you know, the nails won't split. So I was sharing with you and I was telling you my nails have been doing well on the right hand for as long as I can remember, but the left hand nails have been really problematic, but I've known why. So another reason is rough work. You know, when you do a lot of rough work with your hands, and that's what I've actually been also doing the last 2-3 weeks, cleaning up a lot, you know, doing that, you know, wait a bit. You know, we are moving here from we're moving into, we're in spring now, the weather, so you know, there's a lot of cleaning to do. So I did like a lot of cleaning the windows, you know, cleaning stuff, getting planting flowers. I don't know what I did. So my right hand has really been complaining as a result. And so I know why, because I was like, there can't be any other reason why my left hand is doing so poorly in terms of my nails chipping and breaking, and the left hand seems unbothered and it's doing so well. And you know, and as I said, this is not normally the norm for me. So it's, as I said, this year I have no idea what's happening. The left hand just decided it's behaving, and the right hand has just been asking for tender loving care. So I'm trying to give it a bit of that and trying to see how we are coming out of this, you know. So I have to really maybe reduce, you know. So as I've said, rough work, what do you do with rough work if you have to do it? So like I normally make sure I have gloves. You know, you pick these ones from the, you know, from the stores, you know, just rubber ones. And like, you know, when I'm washing dishes or clothes, then I'd use these ones. And then if I have to make like maybe when I'm working with meats, like minced meat a lot, you know, it goes under your nails, and so I prefer using these ones that you throw after using once, so that I reduce also, you know, the work of having to wash my nails again, to remove, you know, like if it's minced meat or you know, just that. Like now, as I said, I was planting flowers, so I have to make sure I use my gardening gloves for that. And so yeah, but I think, you know, when you're doing a lot of work that you don't normally do, you're moving stuff, it, you know, it makes your nails you know, just split and break. So wear gloves as much as you can. You know, for me, it's almost like they have to be in the house. I have to have them for me to be able to, you know, take care of my nails. So these two nails, as I've said, boy, we have to wish them a lot of good days ahead, you know, just to take care of them, that they pick up. Yeah. Okay. So we're on the last one in terms of filing. So chipping, so rough work, if you use very strong nail polish remover, if you have a nail file that's also rough on your nails, that will do you bad. So just watch out for those things. And as I told you, I normally like buffing away. So I normally do, I have this block I've shown you before. It has 4 sides, so it starts with the very rough, just like a normal nail file on this side, and then like, so that's step 1. Step 2 is not so harsh, then it gets milder, and here you use it to you know, like for glossing your nails. So I love the glossing part, especially if I'm using you know, like I want to get rid of the, you know, cover the ridges if I have any ridges on my fingers, or just to give my nails that smooth feeling, you know, or look, and shiny look, you know. But I do it very sparingly. I actually do it just to make sure that I have no hanging nails. So I'll just run it over. If you can see, trying to come near, you know. So just run it over very gently. It might look like I'm rough, but I'm just running it over. That I have no rough nail hanging, because that's what holds on to stuff like clothes and all, and then your nail just can cut or break badly. Yeah. So step 1, I move to step 2. Then I'll oil and just get ready for polishing. So step 3. Then I'll leave step 4, the glossing, for last minute. So once I do this, I'm sure that my nails are smooth and ready for, you know, polishing. Yeah. So I'll use cotton pad, because the next thing we do, as I said, is oiling. Yeah. So oil, and it helps your nails from also splitting. Yeah. So last week, but when I shared with you guys, I'd made some oil. I just mixed like lots of oil together, from shea butter, warmed it up, coconut oil, warmed it up, on a warm, you know, like did a water bath. Then I have almond oil, jojoba oil, name it, avocado oil. I just normally mix this also for my hair, just different kinds of oils. And so I'm just going to apply this on the nails today. Ooh, that's quite a thick bit. Moment. So very thick cream. So I had like original shea butter. It's raw, you know, the raw butter. Because I was like, I just have to try and help these nails of mine. So they need a lot of oil today. So as I said, they need a lot of help. And then I showed you last time, the best way is to apply some on your palm. That's what I normally do, you know. Then rub, so it's really hot or warm, and you know, just also rub your nails. So you like you're giving them a warm oil massage. Yeah. So we have that. Welcome everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining in. Some of you have names that I don't really just know exactly who's watching, but thanks for being around. I hope you're getting some takeaways as we go along. So now that I've applied oil on the nails, on the cuticles, I told you I like using a little water to remove just you know, the oil on the nail bed, because I want I don't want my polish not to hold. So I'll just use a little water on the cotton and just dry them, and they are ready to go. And then I'll do I think I'm still applying oil. Wait a bit. I'll do the final buffing. So that goes to side 4. There we go. So so I've said also drink a lot of water, then oiling, and if you're now having a big problem with splitting, glycerin is very good. Glycerin, I've added it to the oil that I have, glycerin, or you look for a hand cream with lanolin. Sometimes the German words are the ones that come in the head. So those are two good oils that help in terms of helping to protect your nails when they're splitting. Yeah. And then when you're putting the base coat, look for a nice base coat. Like I have this one, it's even an old one, it's almost getting finished. It's anti-split. Actually, so it had not used it in a long while, so I was so happy when I got it. I'm going to apply on my left hand. I'll use it on my left hand. It's the one that's having issues, and maybe even add an extra layer of my usual base coat. And then yeah, avoid nail hardener, because if your nails are splitting, it shows they're dry and hard. So if you use nail hardener, it makes the situation worse. Yeah, so just look for a nice base coat that is not a nail hardener. Yeah, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, so let's start with the right hand, where I'll just use my usual nail strengthener. So if your nails are long, I need to go down, sorry, you can also put at the base. Sometimes I do it because when I've had the nails long for a while, I want to also protect the back. Yeah, and the same thing, sorry, I'd forgotten with the oil. Maybe you didn't see, but when you're putting the oil, also put at the bottom. Yeah, so let me show you. Have another one with a good brush. So if you're using your oil, put at the bottom. Yeah, they have already put. Yeah, put on the bottom. Yeah, not just on the top. Yeah. So there we go. So let's do the base coat. I'm lifting two up. I keep telling you guys, I'm so used to applying polish up with my nails up. I have to learn how to do this when I want to show you how to do it. So I always say start with the middle, put at the middle, then you do the side and the other side, and then you end up with the top. Yeah. So then I do the thumb. Don't know whether you can see. I don't want to smudge my other nails, sorry. So nail splitting. Something else, I'm sure when we meet in the next 2 weeks, you'll be 2 weeks older. Yeah, so the older we get, the more your nails, and not just your nails, your skin and your hair tends to dry up. So sometimes it's those things that happen as part of growing up. So when age starts catching up with you, just know it could be the problem. if you have a problem with your nails chipping. So you just have to now make sure that you're really, watching out, the things we've mentioned. And not only, maybe in as much as we've talked about drinking a lot of water, I also think your diet, make sure that you're eating a diet that's rich in those things that are good for the nails. Yeah, so nails are normally made up of keratin, so and vitamin D, so like legumes and pulses and meats and nuts. Nowadays there are lots of very good seeds like you can take, just look for those that promote nail. And so I'd said I'll use the anti-split on this hand. Actually I'd started with the other one. Let me see, I hope it will let it mix with the two. So a good diet, watch your diet. I have also seen, maybe you can also check in your, like in your healthy food stores, there are also some teas that have like biotin, they'll be specifically made to improve your nails or your hair. As long as it's something you can buy over the counter and you just see what works for you, but sometimes really just eating a normal healthy diet should do a lot. Yeah, but I've also realized, like, I've been having a problem with iron. I go low on iron since I was born. I've had that problem of low iron in the body, so I have to always make sure I'm watching my diet and make sure that I eat iron rich foods. So anemia is a very bad thing when it comes to your nails, because so we said you don't shake the polishes, you turn them, otherwise they'll bubble up. So today I have these three colors. I want to mix these two. I love this lotus. I'd put it when I did the rainbow, all colors. I don't know whether you can see it. It's like lotus flowers. It's beautiful. But I want to try these colors today. Just mix them up. It's like a brownish, I don't know, copper-ish and an pinkish orangish. Let's see how it looks on me today. Then I have to get the top coat. So that's another thing. Always make sure you have everything ready before you start working on your nails. Otherwise you're just gonna mess. Top coat. Let me use this one. So I'll use the copper, the one that looks copperish on top. So I keep those ones ready. Remember, there's a time I was also trying to open the bottle. Sometimes you don't use a polish for a while and then it's really tough to open and you can smudge your nails. Yeah, so to avoid that, also check the bottles before you just start putting any polish, even if it's with the base coat, that you're ready with that. So I also have here a small container with nail polish remover. And today I'm going to use my little brush, which I told you sometimes I use. If I don't use the other different types of nail polish cleaners that I've shown you. Yeah. Okay, so I keep this ready to remove any smudgy polish, and I'll start with the. So there we go. I didn't even know I had this color. So when you do on the brush, you don't pick too much polish. So I normally dip the polish brush inside in the polish, and then one side I brush it off. Let me try see if you can see that. So I put the brush inside, yeah, and then I just move one side, and what remains is what I use to polish. And as I've said, I start from the middle and push back from the base of the nail to the tip, but not too much pressure, yeah. Then the middle, and if I need more, I can turn like the brush a little, and so that makes it easy for me, because I don't have a lot of smudges, yeah. So if I notice I have any smudge, I told you normally I leave my nails, I just work on them the day after, like in the morning, but you can also remove right away. Sometimes if you don't, depending on your program, if you don't have the time to do it the next day, then you can just do as you go along. And I said those things, you make sure that you have put them ready. You have your nail polish remover ready. Otherwise you'll start looking for these things and you'll smudge your nails, and that's what we're avoiding. Yeah, that's why we wear our pajamas before we start polishing, because we're thinking ahead. Because I think that's one thing that discourages people a lot, when they have to do manicure at home, with all the smudging, and then I have to start again, and of course it doesn't look so good. So today we are cleaning up immediately. I hope you can see, gosh. So now you can see. So that's the color we have now. Okay, so I'll put on the other hand, and then we'll put the other color on top, and then I'm going to see how it looks like. It's more like a brownish. It's a very interesting color. I don't remember the last time I wore this polish, so I was happy to find it, but it's not those colors. It's very natural. So I'm sorry I'm doing this again. You guys can't see. Let me try come down. Wish me luck. I hope you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. A little bit. Okay. So I think the exciting part for me is buying polish. I had to tell myself stop. I think I should count my polishes. Every time I'd go out shopping, I come with 2 or 3 polishes. I tell you, you can have a room full of polish. So I've told myself in a very long time now, I think it was good COVID happened. You're like, where are you going with, putting all those colors, and so it's helped me now to make make use of my old polishes and not buy new ones. Maybe once in a while I pick a new one, so I'm on the second coat, but I'm using another color. Yeah, the other color I've told you I want to mix them and see how it comes out. I love mixing colors sometimes. So then you just make sure you do once, not too many times, so careful. So there we go. This one is so thick, the nail. So there we have final product of this hat. Trying to see if I have anything smudged. Not quite. So we move to the other hand. Oh, I have to be careful because I want to show you and I don't want to smudge, so I can use that as an excuse where I'm doing a bad video. You're like, what is she showing us now? Oh gosh, yeah. So trying to make sure that you see. So it says applying the polish, and I said I try start like somewhere in the middle and then I push it down to the sides. So I put the polish here. I don't know whether you can see. No, I'm very high up because those I'm used to. So let me try with the other one, see if you'll see. So poor nails. No, I didn't finish there. Then I come to the middle. Yeah, so I use the middle to start off so that you're not, if you go straight to the sides with the new, with the brush, when you've just removed it from the polish, you most probably will smudge the sides, so you just from the middle you press it down, then go towards the sides first, and then you do again for the other side, and then I do the middle at last, depending on how much polish is still on the brush. Like here, the middle has a very little. That's what I use. So we're on the last nail. So what were we saying? So I was telling you about nail splitting and lack of iron, or if you're anemic, that could be a reason. So you need to really watch your diet. But of course, as I've said, if you don't have any of those conditions, just make sure that you're eating a healthy diet and you're drinking lots and lots of water, and observe those things we've been saying, from selecting a nail polish that's not so harsh to a nail polish remover that's not harsh, wearing gloves when you're doing any work that's rough on your hands. So let's do the top coat as I talk, and making nail, your nail care a routine. Don't wait for a month. One time you have psych and you do the nails, and then you're like, after that you're like, you forget about it, and you remember like after a month has gone, then you come back, then you're starting from zero because the nails have chipped and they have lots of cuticle and stuff like that. So if you make it oops, I have put too much product, it comes out so much, sorry. This is the top coat, and it helps the polish dry up quickly, though I really don't need that because my polish apparently dries in 40 seconds. So if you have those polishes that take long to dry, you can also look for such products, a top coat that helps in quick dry, quick drying. So that's what I have now. What was I saying? Yeah, but of course, if you have a medical condition, it's good to talk to your doctor. There are supplements also out there someone can take, to boost your health. But again, as I say, I am not a professional in those things. Make sure you're getting the right information from a professional. This thing is really pouring out a lot of product. I'm not used to this brush. Yeah, so, and then when you have to do any rough work, gloves, wearing gloves. I think what helped me with wearing gloves, since as long as I can remember, was because I have a skin that's very sensitive to detergent, so I got used to, working with gloves. So it's something that you have to learn. Some people say, oh, it's so difficult, to it's so difficult to do something with the gloves. I'm not used to, they can't feel things through the gloves. That fingertip precision goes, but it just comes. You just have to practice. Sorry, I'm removing the extra. I had some extra product. I think they're good now. So what was I saying? So yeah, for some of you who might be living in very cold areas, that is also a reason why nails would chip. So like what I've discovered, when you're doing your nail oil, like at night, you can wear cotton gloves and sleep with them, or make sure that your hands are warm somehow. Keep them warm as much as you can. That helps a lot. So there we go, finished. Whether you can see this other hand. So they're just going to dry and we're done. Yeah, so so also cold weather is not good. They tend to chip, yeah. But I think apart from that, if you're not really doing a lot of exposing them to rough work, harsh detergents and all, they should be able to pick up. Yeah, so let's see how my left hand will compete with this poor right hand of mine. I don't know whether you guys have something similar, that one hand of yours does better than the other one. Maybe let me know. You can write on what you think, and if you have some ideas or questions concerning nail routine process, just feel free to leave a message, and maybe what you'd want to watch as we go along, so that we can consider that. Yeah, so keep your nails from chipping. Make sure that you're following those few tips we've shared, and you're good to go. Yeah, that should help out. I'm really excited and looking forward to see how this chipped nails on my left hand will go, how they'll pick up. So yeah, don't give up. As you can see, I have one hand that has short nails and the other one has very good long nails. I have to keep trimming them. They just grow and grow and grow, and it's the same body, it's the same hand. So don't give up. Be encouraged, and let's work together, because I also have this issue with my right hand. Yeah, so thank you so much, everyone. It was nice having you around again today. We'll meet in 2 weeks again for the next live stream, and maybe we're going to cover, what was it, someone else had asked me about. I'll try to remember what it was. I think it was something to do with diets, or what you can take. Maybe we can focus on that. There's also something else apart from chipping. I'll see what to focus on. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and or what you'd want us to cover in the upcoming live streams, and then we can consider that. Yeah, so I wish you guys a wonderful 2 weeks. Take care, and yeah, look forward to seeing you guys. Keep PyJamming. Love you guys, and yeah, subscribe to the channel so that you're able to receive any information that we have, and then let anyone know who'd want to be part of the of the live stream so that they can learn. And I always say you can also be doing your nails as we go on, so it's not a waste of time. Or for those who watch later, that's also okay, that you're taking home something and that you're able to work on your nails and share your nail journey. If after a while you feel there are things that have helped you change and your nails are getting better, feel free to share so that we can encourage one another. And all the best. So good day and all the best. Bye bye.